So I was thinking, okay, good and evil, man. The shit is so real. It really is. Growing up, I really considered evil just something that can easily be ignored, or it's just a tool to keep me in line. It's like, oh, good and evil. I was always kind of like, let's just be good, or just somewhere in between. Why do we, and this whole the evil, like, the pure shit doesn't exist. What are you guys crazy? But it does. It exists in each and every one of us just as much as the good does. That old saying, whichever one you feed the most is going to rule the day. You know. Now, I used to be of the opinion that as long as I kept myself positive, and my thoughts positive, and my actions positive, and all for good, or as much as possible, that the the evil will just kind of disappear and go away, and I can live my life happy and joyous and free. But that's not true, unfortunately, because even the enlightened ones are enlightened daily because they're constantly using tools. You know what I mean? The whole faith without works is dead thing. You know what I mean? You can sit there and I can sit there and just constantly, think positive thoughts, and sure enough, things around me I will attract positivity. But that doesn't mean that the evil is getting any weaker or going away. If that were true, then Tibet would never. What happened to Tibet would never have happened. You got some of the strongest spiritually connected people in the world come from that part of the world. You know, I mean, if there's one place that should have been secure from the evils of the world, it should have been Tibet, but it's not. And no place is, and not even within, not even within, is it safe without hard work. Without conscientiously feeding the good. So yeah, I think that that evil forces are at work with these shootings, and it's not just these gunmen and women. You know what I mean? That there's something bigger here to deceive people, because deception is such an important tool for evil. You know what I mean? And I don't know if all the media is in on it, but I do believe that the mainstream media is just basically, they're all just fucking puppets. That's all they are. They just sit there and they read what they're told to read, say what they're told to say. They're all trained on how to move mechanically and shit like that. You know what I mean? And they're promised, pretty nice fucking check. And as long as they do what they do, they get to keep that lifestyle. You know, and that is an enormous driving force. Within today's societies is lifestyle. How comfortable can we make you? You know what I mean? Man, it ain't nothing for free though. You got to sell something to get that comfort. That's why, the smart ones, the enlightened ones, they look within for it instead of looking all over for it material wise. But the fucking, newscasters aren't enlightened people. They're the fucking antithesis of enlightened people. You know, they're just doing their job. Hey, get off their back. It's that kind of bullshit. It's like just doing your job don't make it right, buddy. Never has and never will. Blood on the scarecrow, motherfucker. Don't come to me with that line. And it's, I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem to work. You know what I mean? It's like that fucking evil just keeps fucking pushing and pushing and pushing. Until it trips over its own feet. But how many fucking people is it going to take? You know what I mean? Each time. Because eventually it'll trip. I really believe love always does conquer. But it's the in-between times, man. It's like, what the fuck? So, anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Take guns away. Be a lot easier to maneuver.